So Metalama.
Yeah. Well, it's interesting you should say that. Like, hindsight is 2020, isn't it? Like when you see the end result, of course, that's how you'd solve that problem. But getting there is so difficult. Like, coming up with something that represents it in its simplest fashion is really hard to get to. Like, it takes effort to look effortless, right? You've got to really put the work in. And I've just got enough experience to kind of be able to spot patterns. And this is how the Metalama one came about, is that while I was just sketching away, the idea came ridiculously quickly. The coding language uses the C# coding language, which is the hash symbol, and the llama element of that is kind of just neatly buried within that hash symbol. It was when I was looking at the llama, and at first I drew the hash like very, very vertically. And it was when I sort of angled the hash to the right a little bit and just leant it back, it really made that iconized llama that's hiding in the middle there stand out and look really recognizable. And the trick with this one was to make the one color variation work. So we had a really beautiful full color variation where the shadow of the design is kind of like is what separates the llama from the hashtag. But in one color, we needed one that works on white, and so I had to make some cuts into the design to kind of separate the llama from the hash symbol. And it was kind of I was struggling to make them all kind of uniform because of the angle of the angle of the llama, the way it's kind of leaning back. I wanted to make it like it was there was a light source to the top left of the design, which was casting a shadow down to the bottom right. But if you did that on the left-hand side, if you go back to the main logo itself, the very left of the logo, you've got the first portion of the llama's leg at the front of the body, and that can't be a shadow because if the light source was on the left, it would be casting a shadow behind it, but then there would be no separation there. So I had to kind of just go, okay, do you know what? I'm just going to have to cut it here and make the angle sliced. Design a logo with a llama.
Did your voice come through?
Sick of my own voice.
Yeah.
It was a tricky one. But the concept was really simple, and I knew when I found the llama icon in the hash symbol, I was like, right, this is definitely the way to go. Now it's about executing on that. And that took longer than I thought. It was actually, it took a bit of balance to get that. The type and the color scheme was kind of already pre-baked in because it was a parent company. Sorry, the Metalama is like a sister company of the parent company Post Shop, and they already had a color scheme and a typeface that I kind of had to stick to. So it was trying to make the icon itself fall in line with that in terms of style and and execution there. But yeah, it was tricky. It took a while, but that one, we already got it right, and I've won. That one's won a load of awards.
A list of awards here, man. Yeah, it's great.
I submitted it to quite a few. I was proud of that one, and I submitted it to one award, and it won instantly. And I was like, right, well, there's a few design awards out there that freelancers can enter, and I just went crazy with it.